Hello everybody and welcome back to Alan Wake. Continuing on from where we left off last time, we'll be starting on episode 3. I think going forward I am going to just do this series episode per episode. So each stream will be one episode, and then after we do the main game, we will conclude with the 2 DLCs which were included free with the remastered version, The Signal and The Writer. But since this show gives us a nice and handy recap, since this game gives us a nice and handy recap of everything that happened in the previous episode, let's get right into the next one and see where we go. Also, shoutouts to Creeth2002 for following while between streams. Thank you very much to you, kind person. And now, on we go. On the run. Yay.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
All right, they got to Rose the.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
Gonna
As I
remember
was
that
saying,
limp for a
Al,
ghost later.
I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Oh,
Well,
really?
you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of
really?
searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle.
Hence the
but
diving
the
sea.
volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Oh, it must have come from somewhere. Big ass boat. Randy's dogs. Where are we going, Mr. Randolph?
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Who were lovers?
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Oh, we're gonna
Anyway,
find that
Al,
soon.
I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but
Crazy
she's not
bag
homeless or
lady.
anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
There's a lot of exposition. Did you just walk over there and inspect the trash so my agent could spout exposition? Come on, Limpy.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
And get the coffee in her trailer. But yes, looks like the old lady who's orchestrating all this did get to Rose. So we'll see how this goes.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
She gonna pull Kathy Bates on us?
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al, what's... Oh...
Barry!
Oh dear.
What?
Drug the coffee.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You
Okay.
must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I
That
felt
was hilarious.
hungover. Only anger kept me going.
Oh.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger.
Oh,
She's
so
very
that's
strict.
who that is.
I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She
Interesting.
promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked
Good
with another
father,
writer
bad
under
father.
similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Interesting. So I guess she's trying to bring back this Thomas Zane through the writing.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
Oh, I already
I
grabbed the
couldn't work
coffee.
up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Sure, we'll have to come and get Barry after all. Oh look, a
My
manuscript
gun
page.
and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Well, this should be interesting with no gun or flashlight.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
got nothing on me and I'm still exploratorating. There has to be more manuscripts and coffee around here somewhere, right? Right? Somewhere? Anywhere? Anywhere but here? There's radio there.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, hi, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
Argument with Danny, you know, Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting, man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure you will walk away?
Weather's getting heavy. And I have a feeling we'll be running into Walt a little bit later. Oh, we're back here and there's the boat. Alright, what else we got here? Coffee, manuscripts, anything good? Coffee over there. Coffee over here? No. Come on. Give me the coffee. Sell my grandmother for a cup. Well, sell your grandmother for a cup. Nothing yet, but there are no enemies yet either. So, they're either being very generous, or they're saving it for a time when I'm truly exposed.
Oh, you're gonna get
Randolph.
it now.
Oh dear.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl. This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Blaine!
Wait, he just started... They all just started firing? What?
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Oh. Oh, are they getting the dogs on me? Ahoy, Venture Moose! You've caught me running from the cops, because they think I killed some lady that was possessed. She was possessed, I tell ya. Oh, God. Oh. Come on, Alan, you can run better than that. Apparently not. No.
We have the suspect in sight. Okay, man. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here. Go. Move out.
Oh, damn.
Flares, huh? It's kind of neat. They just turned this episode around by using all the stuff you use against you. Thankfully, these cops are really bad at their job. Like, this guy is out of breath, running slower than he usually walks. Is that a manuscript page down there?
Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
Maybe it'll tell me what to do.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
The rock stars. Wait, those two old rockers that were in the cafe? Rocking out to put the lime in the coconut? Well, the one guy was, at least. Who came from the doctor's clinic, lodge-turned-clinic to the stars, where that doctor is obviously experimenting on people. That doctor that lured Alan to this town through his wife. I think I see where this is starting to go. It's a black star that thrives on talent. Black elder god star in the night. Oh, what the fuck? Oh dear.
Nightingale, over.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my message, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
Stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
This guy is a dick. Is there any coffee down here? There's definitely a manuscript page.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Yeah, it is kind of what happened. Okay. Seem to be slightly safe. So we got a staircase leading to light and another checkpoint. So we've already paid homage to a whole bunch of classic horror movies. Is this where we pay homage to The Fugitive? Is he gonna chase me to a sewer pipe?
Search the area.
By a dam, and I'm gonna have to jump off it? It's getting very misty. What the? Whatever that was. I think the old lady's helping me. Oh boy. Oh shit. That's not a good sign.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket.
It is a nice tweed jacket.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
WA, we're definitely in Washington. And again, Bigfoot's a little bit further north. Huh. Is that a trailer park down there? It is. Oh God, they spotted me. Saved by the birds. Oh. Wait, is that the gas station all the way back there? Oh my. Well, at least didn't hit the gas station. Otherwise, that would have been a much bigger boom. Probably gonna run past that eventually. I think that is Stucky's gas station. There's something over there. Coffee. I want that coffee. And I want that coffee. Damn good cup of coffee.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what you... Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know. Over.
Obviously.
I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Okay. Well, if they're calling the doc, I wonder if that's that Dr. Hartman guy.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
tower. Oh, is that the radio station there? Yep. So I guess we're heading that way then. Alright, let's get moving.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Perhaps he can. Oh, nothing back here. Oh dear.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Well, hopefully we find one soon. But at least we'll have coffee. Lots of coffee. Definitely go for some caffeine right now. Not coffee, but good caffeine nonetheless. Oh, spotlight, huh? I think I see how this is going to start going.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Boost the light so it does it faster. Or it just dissolves the gate. That works too. New checkpoint. That's always good. And me without any guns. Gonna have to find another light. One right here. Ah. Well, that's one part of the equation. Now, where's a gun?
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Oh, hello.
Come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over.
6 flashbangs.
Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
They're gone, Sheriff Breaker. Looking for coffee, manuscripts, anything. Anything that could help keep me awake or give me clues as to what's coming up. Oh, we got evil coming up is what we got. did not like that. Whoa! Yeah, don't do that again, guys. What do you have a sickle for? You do not need that. Jackass. Whoa! That works. Flashbangs. So this is just grenade central, this place.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road
Ah,
from me,
there's
too.
the radio tower.
What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
There's a manuscript page.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
Interesting. Okay. Radio tower's over that way. Oh. I see something over there. Cop car. Anything I can use? Tons of stuff I can use. Oh, it's an ambush. Okay, which way am I going? It's getting really misty, and now with all these tall trees, I'm turned around. got something else there. Ooh. Looks like we're getting closer and closer to the radio station. Yep, there we are. Look here, big copper. Have fun with that. I think that takes care of all of the cops and monsters. Monster cops. Now, just out of sheer curiosity. Anything back here? No, just evil. That's forced me to fight more evil.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Before I go in there, is there any... Oh, there's coffee. Wake ourselves up before we incidentally end up going on air with Maine. Oh.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Uh-oh.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her. Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Yeah, that FBI agent really sucks at his job. H.P. Lovecraft was way better a writer than Wake. Horribly racist, but better a writer.
It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Okay. More flares. So how do we switch? Ah. That's good to know. Could use more batteries. We are running low on those a little bit. Oh, the darkness is coming back. Ah, some revolver ammo, shotgun ammo, but no shotgun. But at least they finally gave me a gun. Y'all can go away while I catch my breath. Reached the train depot, and I saw the train going by that way, so. Very misty. Ow. That works. That also helps. Awesome. Oh, will take. Thank you. Whoa! What the? Kinda surrounded there. Ow. Okay, those guys hurt. I think it's best to not just stay in one place. Oh dear.
There was no sensible reason for the power company working on something here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Oh, that's not good. cornered.
Sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was
What?
almost as if they'd been waiting for someone to come.
Okay, that's... Thanks for the coffee. Ow. That seemed to work better than actually using the lights. That worked better.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
The darkness controls the taken. Yeah, so the lights only stayed on temporarily. Manuscript page over there. Still haven't found any of those hidden caches, though.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Oh dear. Alright, which way are we going, guys? This way. I hear you, creepy guys, coming out of nowhere in the woods. But I see a light. And a manuscript.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
that light was a train. And also a light. Well, we're getting closer to the train station then. Oh. Who's calling me?
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
That's weird.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Oh. There we are. Yeah, sounds like she might be getting that possession treatment as well. Same that Rose got. Uh-huh. Ah. That's fine with me. Now we are at the point where basically, unless I get crowded, I do not have to worry. Did not mean to use the flare. All right. Is that a manuscript page over there? Is.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
I'm getting a little turned around now. Oh, right. No, I came... Yeah. Now I remember where I am. I'm going this way.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Going for the car again, huh? Whoa. Did we... follow? Before I do... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything proper that way. Am I simply following directions like a good boy? Pipe just came loose, okay?
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Whoa! as I was going for the flare.
Find a car from there.
Alright, so since that is actually the way... Ah! That is totally not the way.
I could find a car from there.
Yeah, this doesn't lead anywhere other than back this way. Which is all places I've already been to.
That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
That worked. Ow! Oh, reached checkpoint. Well, we do have red barrels. Confirmed.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me
Did
with
it literally
impossible
just
force.
give me the
I
same
threw myself
manuscript?
out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
No, that was a different one. Oh, never mind. I haven't even picked it up yet.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Well, we're definitely going to that lodge eventually. But for now,
as a
we're at
teenager,
this
just starting to get
warehouse
interested
area.
in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Heavy-duty flashlight, you say? Take that coffee. Keep me nice and alert. Looks like we got some flares there. So we are at the train yard now. That's good. Oh. Stocking up for some serious stuff. we go. Before we go, I'm going to top up that revolver ammo. Anything else in here? In light, you can hurt them. I already know that. Kind of what I've been doing. Oh.
We take the facts of our existence for granted,
Ooh,
unaware that
TV.
they're merely a thin
I
veneer
can take
of
this
desperate
opportunity to have a bite to eat.
covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, A Family Occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least what would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
Kiss of death, huh?
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and you shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. Night Springs.
These mock Twilight Zone shows are cute. They really are testing the outer limits of what a player will sit there and do. Alright, I hear you. Oh! Well, there's the demonic brigand. Oh! Whoa! Guys, I have enough to worry about without meeting you guys here. Like, that thing is just coming for me. Jesus! That's just not nice. Like, am I supposed to try and, like, off the thing? There we go. Who's next? Anyone? Alright, well, let's stock the hell up. Full-on revolver ammo now. That's good. I wonder if I had gotten the bulldozer thing to break through that. Oh, batteries are full too. Nice. Now I'm feeling real good about all this. And there's coffee over there. Good old coffee. My best friend. Keeping me awake and alert through all of this madness. No manuscripts? Nothing? No? Well, it looks like we got a car.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
We're still on the same episode, too? My gosh. At least we have some reprieve. Coal mine museum is that way. Anything else this way? Looks like a bridge that is out. Even though I just drove
Even during
across
daytime, I was being stalked. The bridge must have collapsed only moments after I'd crossed it.
Well, at least they make mention. At least he bothers to point it out. That is very Silent Hill, too, the way that the world is just kind of destroying everything around it. Once again, Silent Hill Light is a way to describe a lot of this game in terms of its atmosphere. Like, if Konami wanted to make a PG-13 version of Silent Hill, it could have been this. We are definitely at the foot of some of the larger mountains. Definitely answering that question I asked at the beginning of the first episode of whether we'll be getting to the big mountains. That is a very random question, Venture Moose. I personally would go with Arion. That crazy Dutchman, the way he gets the right singers, and also having seen both live. Yeah, for prog supergroups, Arion, 100%. Shout out to Arian Anthony Lucassen, the crazy Dutchman who puts it all together. I am so stoked for the new Star One album that he's putting together. Got some really good singers on it so far. And he's finally got Steve Vai to do a guitar solo for him. That is a lot of copy-pasted trees. But my god, is that a nice looking mountain range from 2010. Well, when it comes out, you definitely have to come by and we'll smoke some pot or drink some beers and listen to a whole bunch of nerdy songs about movies about time travel. What kind of trail to the mines is this without coffee? I am disappointed in its lack of coffee. At least I got to shoot some antique cans earlier. Definitely take that as an invitation, Venture Moose. Rough road. I've traveled many a rough road. I don't see a chain up area though. That is actually really nicely captured mountain range. Anything in the wrecked cars over here? Oh, I can drive it. I guess I should have been driving the other car. This one seems a little bit better built for like off-road stuff though. That bridge is out. Is there coffee by the outed bridge? Maybe a manuscript page? Something? Anything? No? Well, screw you all then. Okay, so if this is the right way, I have to go up those stairs. Just have to. Yeah, there's even a cabin up there. Like, now I'm committed. this was yet another huge logging site, I guess. Close to the mine. Is that a car in working condition? Yes, it is. I guess I was supposed to go this way. Oh.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Oh, I guess I left the other car down there. Hill. Another checkpoint. Thought I saw something on the, nope, just reflection in the window. What do we got here, though? Another radio.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that
It's a little town down there, it looks like.
Forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say shaking a few things loose.
Huh. No musical interlude after this one, huh? But yeah. I guess that's either... No, it's probably not a small town. It's probably the coal mining facility down there. Sure, we'll take this one. Why not? Reminds me of Ethan Winters' car from Resident Evil 7, just not white. No checkpoint this time, huh? Whoa. Anything in here? Coffee, manuscripts, radios, cardboard cutouts of me, precious antique cans. Yeah, manuscript page for sure.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment.
Who's
His
Mott?
boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Yeah, I'm feeling like that is our ultimate destination there. I'm surprised they didn't break this up into 2 different episodes, but then again, this episode's called Ransom, and we haven't... Well, no, we know the ransom. Bring the manuscript. So yeah, it is kind of surprising that they didn't break this up into 2 separate episodes, because this really does feel like something separate. Like, from the last episode, from the last action sequence.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
So I guess we'll go do some museuming. While there were some earlier residents in the area, the true genesis of the town of Bright Falls came with the founding of Bright Falls Mining Company and the opening of the Bright Falls coal mine in 1878. Although the work was hard and dangerous, many immigrants, Germans, Poles, Italians, Finns, and Swedes, among others, worked the mines. No Asians or blacks, though. 'Cause this is America. We used them for different things in the 1800s. Well, Americans did. I'm Canadian. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich, but hard to get at, and the volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. Oh, manuscript page over there.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood, 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. I'm feeling there's going to be a fight out with miners in the dark in this place.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
Didn't notice that you were waiting well past noon.
Hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wake.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Oh! That didn't take long at all.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
At least I still got all of my stuff. Take the coffee, it'll keep me awake and active for the night. And there's our next path. It's 13-1. One flare. So I'm gonna use that. I better make it count. Ooh, excuse me. Chicken fajitas that the boy made were nice. Alright, let's get some miners out here.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Zane was a diver, hence why his island was Diver's Isle. I wonder if the cabin being called Bird's Leg Cabin is a reference to Baba Yaga at all. Just a thought. Ooh. Huh. If I wasn't already full. How did I have so much trouble hitting that thing? That works. friggin' objects. They're objectifyingly annoying. Objectively annoying. Ooh, flashbangs, thank you. I am liking the flashbangs, I will say. No one behind me? Kind of neat the flashlight charge recharges on its own if you don't need to use the battery. Like, the batteries are more there to be used in like a quick pinch. The fuck? Look! Item. Thing. I don't like that I can't hit it with the light through the... when I can clearly see it moving around. See, it was more than one thing, and in a tiny space like that, that would have been, like, incredibly annoying to deal with.
What the hell?
Whoa. Confirmed. The darkness does not like trees.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
So, cut the power or something? I see a lot of explosive barrels in this train yard here. There we go. It's one way of taking care of them. we are in the safe spot. Flare gun ammo. Nice. Anything else before I turn that light off? 'Cause once I turn that off, they're all coming. Ow! Okay. Whew. Think we made it. That wasn't bad. Could have been a whole lot worse. Still made it out with most of my ammo. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. I know it was my last flare gun shot, but it was worth it. Okay. New checkpoint. Yeah, I saw the guy coming down. That worked out well. Trust no one in the dark. I can trust my trusty flashlight, that's for sure. Ooh, coffee. And a comfy chair to enjoy it in. If I had the option. Manuscript. Follow.
Some of the taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
I do not feel like this is a safe place. I was totally right to think that. Do I get a car again? Nope. Unless I can use this one.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Nope, no car usage for me this time. Anything last minute back here before we go? Nope. Okay. Darkness mines. Go. Starting to get epic music with these fights now. Go. Who's next? Take all of y'all on, as I currently am. Is that a manuscript? Yes, it is.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll be ending up back at the police station at some point soon. Look here, Bird. I'm on to all of you. We are heading towards that light, I guess. Aha! That's exactly what I wanted to see. save that for a bigger group. Maybe not. Ow. I think I could have handled that better. Oh well. Ooh, more coffee. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Deadly coffee. Alright, instead of wasting all the flare gun ammo this time. See? Handled that much better that time. And this time... don't kill me. No! Ooh, okay, it wasn't deathly fall that time. Oh wow, so much stuff. Anything back this way? Oh, well. Yes, the way I came is back that way. All right.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
An upgraded shotgun? Okay. I'll take it. Okay. Oh, come on.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Anything important in there? It's coffee. Oh! Just trying to get my damn coffee. Jesus. Whoa! Oh, not that way. Oh! It's true, you should never stand between a man and his coffee. Does this mean I have to go get that coffee again? You know, I've got enough flashbangs that I should just be abusing them.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Okay. Ah! Okay. Keep going. There. That's how fights like that are supposed to go.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Gravestones. That's ominous. Dead gonna rise here?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
What? Where are you at? Look here, Mr. Gravedigger. Dig that. I certainly dig it, Mr. Gravedigger, sir. Is there any coffee in that little shack there? Nice little light patch, at least.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
All right, then. Whoa. Whoa! That was close.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Get closer to our goal. Cross the ghost town. Get the coffee in the ghost town. And the batteries. Anything else worthwhile that I can find here? I am surprised I have not been beset upon by ghouls of the night. I mean, I've spent most of this time being beset on all sides by ghouls of the night. But now that I've reached this little town area, ghost town area, they've decided to take a breather? Really? This is what happens when you use insufficient railroad spikes. Oh no. Ow! Fucking objects. Oh, don't break. Thank you. Ooh. No, I didn't see what I thought I just saw. What's next? There we go. Safe haven.
I needed a key for the door.
Okay. Ooh. Nice little light. That's also good. Whoa!
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
There is a bit of an eldritch horror thing kind of going on with this whole story. Oh, it wants me to switch over to a hunting rifle? have 19 shots for my shotgun versus 11 for the hunting rifle. Then again, I'm not the hugest fan of that shotgun. Darkness really hates trees. Which peak are we headed to? Oh boy. Oh.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
That's always good. It's a lot of flare gun ammo. Definitely heading up the mountain trails now. Guess it's better going up the mountain than into mine. I'm a patient man. I can wait for my batteries to recharge. Whoa! Whoa! Which with the birds? I'm waiting for you. Come on. I will cut you all down slowly. There. Oh, I guess we're going into the mine shafts after all. Exit the silver mine. It's funny, the mine where I thought I'd be attacked seems like a calm reprieve. Tunnels to Cauldron Lake. That leads down. Does this lead anywhere? Up and out. So I am gonna go and search down there just because what the hell, why not? Go as far down as it lets me. So I'm just curious now. Who knows, maybe I'll find the ultimate coffee bean down here.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Whoa.
Alice?
Oh.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Manuscript page there.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
So wait, is this like deadly if I fall in? Just checkpointed me, so. Oh, it won't even let me fall in. Invisible wall there. So yeah, this was a dead end. Just led to a manuscript and a neat little cutscene. I guess because I'm right close to the lake, so it's giving me hallucinations, because that's where the evil spirit comes from. Just like a proper eldritch horror, it comes from the water. Dagon would be proud after all. Bunch of flares. That's always nice. Means I'm probably gonna get attacked down here. I think that's another manuscript page.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
That's a bright light. Not going that way anymore. Oh, hi! enough of that. Okay. I guess we're going further through the mine. Hey, some coffee! That'll keep me awake and going. More of the caved-in area there. You can still see the light creeping through. Ah. Well, there's a lot of lights in here. So
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Of course there's a lot of lights. It's a puzzle area. Nifty little puzzle area. Okay. That looks good. Setting also does kind of give me a little bit of like... Well, I guess like Until Dawn took place in Alberta, so of course there was mountains. This game is nothing like Until Dawn. It has characters that are actually standable and somewhat sympathetic. That a shortcut or? Oh. Okay, I get it. Looks like night is over. It's almost daytime. Nope. That was a trick. Give her a kick. Whoa. Gondola ride, huh? Which way do you want me going, game? That way, obviously. What is up here? Flares. Very useful. Anything else? Manuscript page, coffee, Ammo? Precious antique cans? Nope, just flares. Guess we're heading towards that gondola. Yeah, that's where I came in, up there. Is that the gas station still? No, that's the, yeah, that's the whole mining outpost area. I wonder why it's lit up. Anyway.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Oh yeah, last time we were on one of those, it wasn't that smooth. At least there's a light at the end of that one, though. Birds, where are they? They even wrecked quite a bit of the... Ah! Whoa! Whoa! Darkness really hates those trees. Oh dear. What? Okay. Well, we're alright. We're alive. Screw off. Wrong button. That way. Ah!
Shit.
It really does not want me going this way. Oh! The cans! The precious antique cans! Any coffee or manuscripts hidden in this little area? No? Reach the Mirror Peak lookout. We're getting there. Some impressive darkness. Where's that third one? I think this is the way we want to head. Nice, helpful light. Cauldron Lake, the 8th deepest lake in the world. Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even then, the underground activity was comparably mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as the central figure in many local folk tales. It's a popular recreational area for the area residents. Well, we're heading closer and closer. That's probably why the darkness is so strong here, because we're right next to Cauldron Lake. Oh dear. Oh, we've been reduced to walking across the rope bridge. No running or... yeah. And here's where they come and try to cut it. Ow. There we go. A little bit of quiet now. Another checkpoint. Oh, manuscript down there.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
I'm guessing Mott is the kidnapper, who probably doesn't actually have Alice at all, and is just trying to, like, extort money or fame or something out of Alan. Because it's obvious, like, Barbara Jagger, the old woman, has Alice. Oh. Yeah, we're going up that way, I guess. We are definitely going up the mountain. This is a cool area. Cool level, too. It's been a long chapter, but I'm enjoying it. Anything in this? coffee there. Give me the coffee. Why do I not have access to the coffee? Why is it on another side of a fence? This will get me access to the coffee. Huh. O&L. TZ. No, CN and TZ. But CN wouldn't be Barbara Jagger. Tom, I miss you. You talk to me on TV. Tom. This isn't spooky at all. I miss you, Tom. Why did you write this? Tom. I curse you, Thomas Zane. Tom. I miss you, Tom. Okay. It's enough of this obsession with this Thomas Zane. I came through here for one thing and one thing only, to get some fucking coffee. Man has his priorities. Maxed on revolver ammo. Oh. This does not seem to be getting me access to the coffee. Ah! Ah! Damn it! That was close. Okay. That worked. So now what? Down here? Does this get me closer to my coffee? It's really all I care about at this point is the coffee. Keeps me going, keeps me awake, keeps me sane, keeps me from having to kill everybody. Coffee! My one and only true friend. Really, that's what this game is about. It's about a writer's lifelong obsession with coffee.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
And we can see the lodge over there, all lit up in the background.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Well, I was definitely right about Hartman being evil and us ending up at his clinic, which he has repurposed the lodge into. I mean, if it's been written, then it must be so.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming! No! Get away! Sorry. Please, please. The boss didn't know what he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have a wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. He said we had her to make him play ball. You see? They got him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
Oh no. Oh, that sounded. Oh dear. Huh.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Cool. Well, I think this is a good place to cut this stream. That was a long-ass chapter, and when we come back again, we will be doing episode 4, which is right here. And yeah, thank you for everyone who tuned in to catch some of this here live. Shout out to you, Venture Moose, for sounding off in the chat and having a bit of conversation with us. And to everyone else, y'all stay safe. Have a great spooky month. And be excellent to each other. And I'll see y'all next time.